Another really good tip for food waste is don't shop when you're hungry. If you walk around the supermarket when you're hungry, it's like this looks good, oh, we'll just get some of those. Who puts olive oil in their pasta water? Don't waste your olive oil anymore. It doesn't do anything, it sits on the top. If you notice, the oil sits on the top, the pasta's underneath, so it's not getting on the pasta. But if the pasta's that little bit sticky at the end, the sauce really sticks to it and it's nice. Put salt in though. Fresh herbs are probably one of the most wasted things in a household. You use that much, and then the rest sits in the fridge for 4 days, and you throw it in the bin. Pick the staple herbs that you use a lot of, plant them as close to your back or front door as you possibly can, because then the incentive to walk out and grab a handful of it to cook with is very high. The other thing we can do too, if we do buy a bunch like this, is chop it up and freeze it. The other way is to dehydrate it. You can see that's now getting a little bit dry. Now, water dilutes things, so we don't want to really add water where we can avoid it. White wine adds flavour, so we'll add a little bit of wine to it. Just make sure if you do use wine in your cooking, it's cooked out. You don't want it to be raw. You don't want to have that raw wine taste. It should be a more mellow flavour. Now, this dish is also the base sauce for a lot of things. It's going to taste so much better than the things that are loaded up with the preservatives or the fake flavours, you know. We've just added our fresh herbs, as I said, right at the end. We're just going to mix those through now. I've added a little bit of parmesan just to give it a little bit of sharpness at the end. So this meal, if we already had that sauce made in the freezer, it would literally be a 10-minute meal. I mean, we've got half a packet of pasta. I think the packet of pasta was $1.10, so there's 50 cents. We spent 80 cents on the tin of tomatoes, so there's $1.30. An onion, we're probably talking, it'll be under $2, and you could easily feed 4 people with that. Okay, we've got 7 pastas to give away.
Thank you.
You run a lot of programs, sustainability type programs. Why food waste?
Food waste is an issue that's just not particularly well known in our community in general, and so we're trying to promote this as a new topic. People aren't as aware of it, so we're coming up with some creative different ways of getting people's attention to the subject.
Well, I was shocked to hear that it's like $2.5 billion a year.
So that's like shopping and buying 5 bags of groceries and just throwing one away. And this is food waste that could be avoided. So it's things like the potato and the banana, not the banana peel or the potato peel, but we could be avoiding this food waste going to landfill.
Another great program run by Ku-ring-gai Council, but we got funding from another source.
The New South Wales Environment Protection Authority have identified it as being an important issue, and we applied for a grant. We were successful, so they're assisting us to roll out the program.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching Envirotube. I didn't realise that food waste was such an issue. New South Wales throws away $2.5 billion worth of food each year. This is something we really have to work on. Hopefully you've learnt by watching Jay what you can do to minimise this problem. Well, a few months ago we were at Kalkari Education Centre and we spoke to Glenda, and today Glenda's at the Wildflower Festival with an injured possum. Can you tell us a bit about this possum?
Yes, this is Ivy. She's a little ringtail possum. How old is she now, Pat?
She's 18 months old.
18 months old. She's pretty much full grown, but she had an accident as a bub and she's lost one eye.
We're doing a Love Food Hate Waste challenge. We could eat this little possum, couldn't we?
Not this one.
No.
The little possums come off very much the worst with cars and dogs and cats.
I have a love-hate relationship with my possum in the front yard.
Have you got a ringtail or a brush tail?
I don't know, I'll show you.
Such a beautiful little animal. When people say they hate possum, I just wish I could show them how beautiful this possum was.
Yeah, it's a brush tail.
Yeah, it's a brush tail. Yes, indeed.
Very cute.
Look forward to seeing you next time on Envirotube.